What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Last week, Epic Game Stores released two new games, Saints Row the Third Remastered and Automachef. If you haven't ever played the Saints Row series, I'm just going to tell you right now you should play it. It's like GTA, completely off the rails. They just did pretty much whatever they wanted to do, regardless of whether or not it was appropriate. They had a weapon in the game that was a dildo bat. They just don't care. They did whatever they wanted to, and it is some of the funniest content ever. So if you enjoyed Grand Theft Auto, you will likely enjoy Saints Row. With that being said, because I've already played it, there's no reason to review it again. Just give it a try. For this episode, we're going to be trying out Automachef. It was the other game that was released this week, so we're going to go ahead and get in here and give it a try. So I will tell you that this isn't my style of game that I would normally play. This is basically a puzzle game where you are trying to build an assembly line to build different types of food. It's got some humor behind it. I played through the tutorial so far. There's two different tutorial missions. So I've done both of those just so I can have an idea of how to play the game. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here into the first real mission. So we have to fill 10 orders, try and keep our power usage down, and use fewer than 40 ingredients. So it's not just about solving the puzzle. You also have to try and be efficient about how you do it to get all three objectives completed. The time has come. The reign of mankind's hunger is about to end. Here is our first kitchen. It is empty, but think of the potential. Here's the plan. We scale up quickly, opening numerous kitchens and serving more complex meals as our technology improves. We gain the trust of the public, get some coverage, become a popular choice. Then when everyone is eating our food, well, you'll have to wait. Let's start off simple, offering a cheeseburger and a plain burger. After all, we know we can easily produce these. We just need to test them on the public and make sure they taste as satisfactory as they look. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is look at your recipes. So for a burger, we need a burger bun, a raw patty that needs to then be cooked to turn it into a plain burger. A cheeseburger is basically the same thing, but we add cheese and then we need to process it and then put it on the cheeseburger. So what we're going to need is two assemblers, one for each. So then we can set this one to a plain burger and then set this one to a cheeseburger. And then we need a conveyor belt to move the food out to the customer. We can use dumb arms to move the product out. And so dumb arms will basically just move anything that comes over here, regardless of, like, if you're cooking a hamburger patty, if you have a dumb arm, the dumb arm will move it regardless of whether or not it's actually cooked. Smart arms you can actually program to only move it when the patty is cooked. So we're going to need smart arms here because we only want it to move the meat when it's cooked. Then we'll put electric grills here on each side. And then we'll put a dumb arm here because we can just move the raw patty without it being a problem. And then a conveyor belt on each side. And then finally a dispenser to dispense the raw meat. So we dispense the raw patty on both. And so that gets the hamburger part done. Then we have to tell the robotic arm to only pick up, to only pick up cooked patties. And do the same thing on this one. Then we need a dispenser for the bun and then one for the cheese. So these will be a burger bun. This will be a burger bun. And this will be cheese. And so the burger ones can just go straight through. We don't need to do anything for the burger. Oops. Okay, get rid of that. And then we need dumb arms because we just want them to move the product. We don't care whether or not it's processed or not. And then the cheese needs to get processed into slices. Make sure these are all facing the right way. Okay. So in theory, this should work. So we'll just start it to see what happens. The problem is going to be our efficiency is going to be absolute garbage because it's producing product even when it doesn't need to. Plus we're using a crap ton of power. But it is producing a product, so there's a cheeseburger and a regular plain burger. So now we need to make it more efficient, and to do that, we need to use order readers. So we're going to use this order reader to create a plain burger. And then we're going to connect it to this one and tell it to turn it on while the order is pending. We're going to create a new connection, and we're going to do the same thing for this. On while the order is pending. Create a new connection, and we only need one patty for each order. So we're going to perform the action one time on new orders. And the same thing for this one. We only want one bun. So that should only create it when a plain burger order comes in. And we'll use a second order reader to do the same thing. So we'll make this a cheeseburger, create a new connection to here, until it on while order is pending. And then we'll connect to the grill, on while order is pending. Oops. New connection, and we'll tell it to do it one time. New connection. Do it one time. Okay, so we're out of things, so what we may have to do is just leave the assembler on, or the grill. Let's leave the assembler on and make the grill just on all the time, and then do this. Perform one time. Okay, let's go ahead and start that and see what happens. You'll see the orders come in here. Okay, so we've got a plain burger order, another plain cheeseburger, looks like everything's working. We're going to be close on power. Yeah, I think we'll make it. got all the objectives done as well. So you can actually have problems too. Like you can have machines blow up, you can have products go bad, which brings bugs. There's all kinds of different stuff that happens. We still made 98% efficiency. Oh, okay, so if an ingredient is required by multiple dishes, potentially using an order reader to detect multiple dish types to dispense that ingredient, then send it to the appropriate assembler to cut down on unnecessary duplicate machines. Interesting. Oh, I don't want to save it. Okay. So we'll do one more. So on this one, we have to fulfill 5 orders, keep power usage under 400 watt hours, and then use fewer than 35 ingredients with a $35,000 budget. Those burgers were a success. The public were ecstatically indifferent towards them, giving me feedback such as, yes, it had taste, and stop asking me questions, leave me alone. I managed to get this place at a discount rate. Apparently humans are not keen on working in tight spaces, a privilege those stupid machines don't care for. Now I know what you're thinking. Fellow carbon-based life form, fellow converter of complex proteins, what can we do in this limited space? Well, it turns out we will be able to achieve a lot here. We can offer a brand new dish, the BLT sandwich. Pay close attention to the recipe and the required steps. The space looks limited, but you will easily fit in the required machines. Remember, efficiency will be key in our continued partnership. Okay, so for this one we have to make a BLT. So we need 2 slices of bread that are then toasted, 1 tomato sliced, 1 piece of lettuce, and then a bacon. It's turned into crispy bacon and then combined into a BLT. Okay, so let's do our dispensers first. So let's put our 2 that need to be cooked next to each other. So let's do bacon strips, and then we need toast. We'll need a bread slice there. Then we can do lettuce, and then tomato. And then we need a dumb arm. A conveyor belt to put them together. We can put them both on the grill. And then you need a smart arm. Smart arm, but the problem is going to be that we can only pick one of these. So we need crispy bacon. So do another smart arm. And then tell this one to turn left. And then a conveyor belt. And then we can use a dumb arm. This one will need to turn right. This one needs to pick up toast. Oops. Toasted bread slice. And then we need the assembler. And then we can have a dumb arm here. And then tell this to turn left. And then this needs to make a BLT. Okay. So let's see if that works just for this part. Okay, so it's creating crispy bacon and toast, so that'll work. Okay, so stop that. Then we need a conveyor belt here. That goes to a dumb arm. And then we need a food processor to turn it into tomato slices. And then this one can just combine with that one. I think that's all we need. Go ahead and try that. Okay, so we got our lettuce, our tomato, our bacon, our crispy bacon. Hopefully. What's going on here? Wow, why is it taking so long to do toast? Okay, well, it works. But the efficiency's terrible. So let's do an orderator. And then so we'll detect a BLT. And then we'll just do all these first. So bacon, I need to dispense 1. Oops. And then new connection. This needs to do 2 because we need 2 pieces of toast. Perform the action 2 times. And this needs to do 1. And then finally tomato 1 time. And that's all we can do. We can only do 4 actions per reader. So let's see if that helps. Now we just need some orders. All we're doing is sitting here wasting power. I'm doing good so far, but we've only delivered 1. We only have to do 5, so I think we'll be okay. The toast is what's killing us, because the toast is taking a really long time. We're halfway on power now, but we got all our orders in. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, we'll be okay. Cool, we got it. I had to think about that one for a little bit. I can't even imagine what the harder level difficulties are like. But I'm sure it gets pretty crazy on what you have to do. Because if you look at what's in here, like we haven't even begun to really touch what's in the things that you can use. Because if you go to a test site and just create a test site, there's all this stuff. A teleporter? Okay. I mean, there's just a lot of different components that you can use, and we haven't even begun to get into there. You do contract mode. What is this? Contracts mode offers a chance to run your own kitchen building company, receiving contracts from restaurant chains with you being in control of which kitchens you decide to work on. Your business has its own cash reserve used for buying machines to complete the contracts. You will start with a basic set of machines. Invest your business's cash into unlocking additional machines in the machine's screen so that they can be purchased when working on contracts. So this is just like a longer, after you get through like the campaign mode, this is just like an additional thing where you can run your own business. It's kind of cool. Gives you something else to do where you're in charge of, you know, the business finances, I guess, because you have to decide what equipment to buy. Overall, I actually enjoyed this game. I didn't think I was going to, because it's just not inside the realm of games I normally play, but it's just a relaxing game to play that makes you think about how you're going to get different objectives done. And I think as you get farther into it, it's going to make you really think about how to get things done and do it efficiently. So for me, this one will probably stay on my list of games that I play. It was fun playing something different that made me think. Something outside of the normal games that I play, like FPS or ARPGs. I definitely enjoyed it. I think you should try it and see what you think of it. If you did enjoy the game, let me know what you enjoyed best about it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, if you could hit that like button for me, I'd appreciate it. If you would like to see more content like this, if you could hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll know when the new videos come out. We'll be doing more of these each week. As always, I'll see you in the next one.